Hello everybody, today I'm going to be teaching you on how to make Nigerian Milky Chin-Chin. This is a popular pastry that is being consumed by Nigerians. We Nigerians, we understand what Milky Chin-Chin is. Whenever it's added milky, that means it has an extra milk flavoring in it, which makes you want to eat it more and more and more. So guys, let's get started. First, you need your flour. Your flour, which is the major ingredient for making chin chin. If you don't have flour, you cannot be making chin chin because that's the major ingredient you need. You need your flour, you need your nutmeg, just a little flavoring just to spice up your chin chin to give it that fragrance a little bit, and then it has some nutritional content in it. We added 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 500 grams of flour. Then we combine this together. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder is needed to help it to rise. The next thing is margarine. We call it here butter in Nigeria, but it's margarine. The actual name is margarine. So I combined this with my flour mixture, baking powder and nutmeg, everything in a bowl. For your wet ingredients, you'll be needing egg, sugar, granulated sugar. I added 3 pieces of egg. Then this is my milk. Milk is actually optional, but for it to be rich and have a more milky fragrance and taste, you need to add a quality milk. So I used pig milk for this. You can actually use any other milk, but I prefer using pig milk because I've not tried that other milks, other products, but I believe this one I've tried and I've seen it's okay. So I just want to share with you what I used. And I used full cream. Yeah, that's the exact one I used. I used 1 tin of pig milk. That is if you're in Nigeria. If you're not in Nigeria, you can use any other milk you have over there. The next thing is to combine this together. The reason I added the sugar is to make sure that the sugar melts inside this liquid. As you can see, the sugar has melted inside. You cannot even feel it in your hand when you touch it. The next step is to combine both the wet and the dry ingredients together. This process, you can use your hand glove. If you want to use your bare hands without your gloves, you wash your hand properly. Wash it and make sure your hands are very clean to avoid to avoid contamination, not cross contamination, to avoid contamination. So because this part now of combining both the dry and the wet, it actually sticks to my hand and I don't like it, so I had to use my spoon. Then finally I used my glove, but at this point I want to show you the texture, how it feels like, how the dough is like. I have cut the milky chin chin that is ready to fry into my desired shape. You can cut it into any shape you like. So as you can see, it has been fried till it's golden brown. Trust me, this chin chin was very, very sweet, milky, crunchy, and everything wonderful. So I made this for my client and I delivered. The client was happy as always. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.